Happy Friday! I'm Lucy Tobias, and we are live on the scene here in the heart of New York City. And I am lucky enough to be at the Empire Rooftop Lounge with famous bartender Paris Durante and partner and vice president Kenneth McClure for warm winter cocktails. That's right, ladies. It is starting to get cold outside. Grab your baby, grab a hot toddy. It's basically the same thing. And we're going to learn some awesome cocktails today. And you can follow me on Instagram if you would like to see any pictures of my crazy blind pug. That's right, I have a blind pug.
No
Her name
way.
is Dame Judi Dench.
Oh, wow.
At Lucy T NYC, or follow the Empire Rooftop at Hospitality
Holdings.
That's Thank
right.
you. Live. HospitalityHoldings.com.
Right.
So, Kenneth,
Yes.
we are here at this beautiful, beautiful lounge. I don't know if you guys can see. The views are, spectacular. The decor, you feel like you're walking onto the set of Mad Men.
It is a fantastic space. We just recently opened about 3 weeks ago, so it's located in the iconic Empire Hotel. We're flanked on an outdoor terrace with two 85-year-old neon signs, which are, you can see them from the south, from Columbus Circle. You can see them north from Broadway. So when you see those beautiful neon signs, you know you've hit the Empire Rooftop. So we hope you join us here.
Awesome. And you know what neon signs remind me of? Cocktails.
Yay.
So please leave all of your questions and comments below, and we can help you guys design any other cocktails or answer any questions as we sort of go along. So, Paris, what is our first cozy cocktail?
Our first cocktail is called the Hot and Smoky.
The Hot and Smoky, guys.
Yes, it's going to be a cocktail we use with hot cider. The smoky part of it is going to be from mezcal, because mezcal always has a smoky flavor.
And what is mezcal?
Mezcal is kind of like tequila, but basically all mezcals are tequila, but all tequilas are not mezcal.
So it's like that square rectangle rule?
It's like a smaller, like there's a section of whiskey that is scotch, there's a section of tequilas that is mezcal.
And mezcals are not typically made in the Jalisco region of Mexico. So to be tequila, it must be made in Jalisco, Mexico.
Oh, wow. Okay, so how are we going to make this cocktail?
Well, we're going to start with some Van Gogh caramel vodka, an ounce of that.
That sounds really good. And I don't know if you can see if you're watching, but when he just poured that, it was like honey. So very silky and smooth.
Then we're going to have an ounce of the mezcal. That's what we're using today. That's where you get that smoky flavor.
And are these glasses like really important for this type of cocktail for any reason?
I would say no.
Or they're just fancy and hot?
They're just hot beverage glasses.
You'll just want to be careful at home, though, if you're doing this, to make sure that you do use a heat-proof, heat-resistant glass, something that will not, you wouldn't want to put these hot ingredients into a wine glass or something.
That's good to know.
We're going to top that off with some hot cider.
Okay. That is a fall must, any kind of cider, right?
Yes.
I know it's one of my favorites.
Foliage is changing, the apples are out.
I know.
And a little bit of nutmeg. And that is the
looks
hot and
beautiful.
smoky.
And that's it? You don't stir it or shake it? It just...
It's ready to go.
Oh my gosh.
It's simple
All right.
and tasty.
Let's
Same
try
time.
this, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you,
Are
Paris.
you going to share?
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh.
Does the job for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. No. This is amazing. Can you guys see first of all, how beautiful this cocktail is? I mean, can you just imagine, like, sitting on a fur rug by the fire, snowing outside, and you're just sipping this drink from Paris Durante?
There you go.
It
Enjoy.
smells good, that's for sure.
It smells
Getting the
amazing.
aroma, yeah.
Amazing. So if I were to make this at home, for example, for Thanksgiving or a little holiday party, because we know the holidays are coming up, what would you suggest? Is there anything you can sort of tweak it with to appease a larger group, or any other like entertaining tips?
Well, you could certainly garnish it with something seasonal. This time of year, cranberries are in season. You could certainly put anything that you like, maybe even a cinnamon stick in there if you like to add a little bit more zip to it. It'll certainly add to the seasonal appeal of the drink, for sure.
And is this something that you could sort of do in a punch bowl?
Or a crock pot,
Or a
maybe.
crock
and
pot.
then you get that smell wafting across the house, too.
No, we aren't talking.
Also, if you wanted to batch a cocktail like this, you could put it in like an insulated, like for, say you were going to a tailgate party or something outdoorsy, this time of year. You can put it in a thermos. So how about that? You take it into a
I
thermos. You can
love
travel
it.
with it anywhere you want.
I love that. And Mia, thank you so much for commenting. Mia says, wow, what a lovely team. I'm very excited to see the drinks. Thank you, Mia. They are
Thank
kind
you,
of
Mia.
handsome, aren't they? And I'm very excited to keep on trying these beautiful cocktails courtesy of
Do I get a
Mr.
sip? I'd love to try it.
Oh, okay, let me have one. Let me have one more. I almost just gulped it there. Here, you want to try it?
Salute. Cheers.
It is so freaking good.
Hey, Harris, that actually is very good. That's great.
This
Really
is
good.
a perfect way to start off the weekend.
You know, the
So
caramel
good.
vodka, I
Yeah.
think, really does balance, like you said, the heat of the mezcal quite nice. Because mezcal on its own is quite strong. It's like, whoa. So the two together and the cider just really are a very well balanced drink.
Yeah, I was actually just going to say that too. I feel like if there was any more or any less of something, I don't know what because I'm not a bartender, it might be a little too strong because you can definitely feel the kick, and a drink like this will make it just one drink and you're good to go home for the holidays. You can deal with your in-laws, your mother's boyfriend, whatever. So let's get started on the next cocktail, Paris.
The
What is next?
cocktail we're going with is called the Spanish coffee.
Spanish coffee. Ooh, and what's this around the rim?
That is sugar around the rim, and I've got a little 151 in there. I'm going to light that on fire
Woo!
and caramelize that sugar a little for you.
Oh my gosh.
Normally I'd have a long match, but we're doing a little interesting way. I hope this is going to work. It's on fire now, I think.
There you go.
So what does this do?
It's just to caramelize the sugar and gives a little more flavor to the sugar as opposed to just the simple sugar flavor. Oh, there we go. We got some fire.
There you go. Sometimes
Wow.
the flame is actually a little bit invisible slightly, but it definitely burns.
And is this
Burning.
safe to do at home?
This is safe to
Yeah.
do anywhere if you think about it.
If you know what you're doing?
If you know what you're doing.
You just have, when it's actually flaming, you don't want to take the bottle and start pouring it because that could be dangerous,
Right.
splashing all over the place.
Right. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go with 1 3/4 ounces of Calvados.
And what is Calvados?
Ah, good question.
Calvados is basically an apple brandy. So it's like you think of a cognac or something like that. Oh, it's apple based. So
Okay.
So it's appley, which is all. Here we are again with
Yeah,
the fall.
I
The
love
apple
it.
theme. We're running with the apple theme.
So Halloween's already over, so I think we've all already done our apple picking dates, orchards, all that. So now we move on to the apple cocktails for
Right.
November.
Now we're gonna add to that and 1/2 ounce of Cointreau. I mean, you can use Combier or something like that. Just like an orange liqueur.
This will be a great cocktail to start out your Thanksgiving festivities.
Oh, I like that.
We're gonna top this off with coffee.
So this, just because it's got coffee in it, my mind's sort of going to maybe a nice, beautiful, fancy hangover cure.
I don't know. Well, just a hair of the dog kind
Hair
of
of the
thing,
dog,
maybe.
exactly.
Sounds good.
And then
Fancy hair of
to
the
get
dog.
decadent, we'll give you a little whipped cream to
This could be a great breakfast cocktail or even after dinner.
just to add some calories.
Oh
for
my
you.
gosh. And yes, Dawn, teamwork does make the dream work.
Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you, Dawn. Okay, so now I get to try this beautiful
Yeah, I'm
cocktail.
gonna stick a couple little straws in there for you so you can kind of do it without getting whipped cream all over your
Do you
face.
want to finish this?
Well, I don't know if I'll finish it, but I'll certainly take another sip.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
So how do you recommend? Do you recommend sort of eating the whipped cream or
You,
just
you
sort
can
of?
stir the whipped cream down into it if you
Okay.
like. The whipped cream is optional. Some people don't like to throw in all those extra calories, as it were.
What?
Is that working for you?
Oh my
Is that working?
God.
Sounds like it is.
That is amazing. It's like, I don't know, I feel like Christmas dessert just like melted in my mouth and now like is tickling my esophagus and God, that's really
Quite the
good.
experience.
Too bad it's not cold out today.
That is
right?
really
But
good.
really,
It's a little
just
chilly. It's getting
hardly chilly.
It's getting chillier. Melissa says that looks so good. It is. So definitely try to make this at home because this is some serious holiday entertaining right here. Mm. And now, do you enjoy these types of cocktails at home?
To be honest with you, I'm more of a straight whiskey man, but I can see how that could happen. I mean, if I
And what about you, Kenneth?
I guess over.
I certainly would make these for a special occasion. I don't think this would be an everyday cocktail for me.
Oh, come on.
During this time of year, I would certainly roll it out for Thanksgiving or for Christmas or for a holiday gathering for sure. Now you got to remember to taste it around the rim too if you want to get
Oh,
that
my
little
gosh.
extra sweetness. Right? Definitely adds a little bit of a.
That was a
sweetness to it.
really good tip. Thank you. I seriously just forgot about
Something
all
I
this.
also wanted to add is that be very careful, but you can do this to heat the spirits up just a little bit before you make the cocktail. You can put them in your microwave just for about 10 seconds to heat up the spirits as well, and then you add the hot coffee to it right afterwards.
Amazing. I'm definitely going to be making this probably even tomorrow.
Nice. Are you going to share that one?
Oh gosh, Kenneth,
All
you gotta
right.
let me have a little bit.
Okay.
God. All right. So, what do we have going on for our third cocktail?
Our third cocktail, now it's whiskey time, which I like. It's gonna be
All right, sounds good.
a chai hot toddy.
A chai hot toddy. Okay.
We're gonna start you off with an ounce and a half of whiskey. This time it's gonna be Maker's Mark because
Ooh.
I love it so much.
Isn't that
Oh
amazing?
my God, this has got a nice kick to it.
Definitely starting the weekend off right over here.
Now the Cointreau is visiting us again, so we're gonna have a half an ounce of Cointreau.
That is beautiful.
We're gonna top that off with some chai tea.
And this is like the same chai tea at like Starbucks.
Yeah, any place you go where you can find chai tea, it's just normal, good old-fashioned chai tea.
Oh,
And
amazing.
we're gonna garnish that with a cinnamon stick.
And you know what I love about all of these cocktails? They're so freaking easy.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
like 3 ingredients. There's no fancy like shake it or the big spoons.
No
or
muddling.
Anything. Yeah, no mortar. And Marissa has a question. Marissa asks Paris, why do you love Maker's Mark?
I don't know, because most of my bloodstream is made out of it. I've been drinking it it's been my favorite whiskey for more than a quarter of a century, so I guess that's why I love it.
And is there a reason, maybe like the way that they distill the whiskey specifically at Maker's Mark, that makes certain cocktails more? I don't know. I'm just repeating stuff I've heard on bar recipes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I think with any liquor, it's just what you like. It's like anything. It's what you like. And I started liking Maker's Mark 25 years ago, and I still like it today.
Well, if it ain't broke.
It is not broke.
And it rolls off the tongue nicely. Makers. I'll have a
Maker's
Makers
Mark.
and soda.
And it's got that beautiful little wax dripping.
Yes, the red wax.
Which is
Trademarked.
perfect.
Nice plug for Maker's Mark here.
Yeah.
Drink it. Drink Makers.
All right, so we're now trying the chai hot toddy. It's really good.
It's the Makers. I'm telling you.
What are you doing next Friday? Can you come to my holiday party next Friday?
I believe I'll be working next Friday.
We'll let you get your shift covered.
This is just amazing, and I think that these holiday cocktails, they really do warm you up. Like, I'm kind of starting to schwitz back here. So definitely, if you guys are doing anything cold outside, even if, okay, I want to go back to his idea about like the thermos, because maybe if you're going to like a tree lighting or something,
Perfect.
kind of put one in a thermos,
Absolutely.
stroll with your honey. Even if you're like just having a night in with your girls, this will definitely like make it so much fun.
Put that in your
fancy.
coffee cup. Everyone will be jealous of you.
Yeah, exactly. So what are some other tips for making these holiday cocktails at home? Is there any sort of way around, or any other types of products that you can use that maybe aren't as accessible in bars?
I think anyway, all these things, just think of it as a seasonal thing. Any sort of, you think of this, any holiday, you have some sort of food that you associate with it.
Right.
And any of these things you can kind of work into cocktails. You know, that's the whole mixology shtick, I guess. You know, you go, oh, it's Thanksgiving. Let's see, can I make something with pumpkins and spice or something like that? You know, anything. You start with the booze.
Yeah.
And then all you do is accentuate it a little, right?
Is it like a lot of trial and error, would you say?
You know, there's a lot of little fancy things that you could do. Like, for example, the second cocktail that we made with the whipped cream on top. You could put some like colored sugar on top of it. You could put
this one, by the way?
a nice, you could even put like a candy cane off to the side, do something kind of seasonal,
I love that.
fun holiday kind of.
A candy cane.
And even just selecting like the right appropriate, glassware for it would be really a nice touch. Getting out your special coffee cups or your special glassware for something like that. Would be really nice too.
So be sure to join us for warm holiday cocktails at the Empire Rooftop. And once again, I'm Lucy Tobias. We are in I keep saying this, but we're by Lincoln Center. It really is the heart of New York City in Manhattan. The views are insane here. And we're at the Empire Rooftop Lounge with bartender Paris Durante, partner Vice President Kenneth McClure. And this has been so much fun, you guys. Thank you for joining us. And don't worry, after I have a few more sips, you can have some more. Cheers.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you
for
guys.
joining us today.
Thank you for joining us. And follow me on Instagram at LucyTNYC. Cheers.